Some stories don't start with fireworks or chaos. They begin quietly with someone sitting behind a screen, typing out a moment they can't forget. Welcome to Dry Leg, where every story has a heartbeat. Maybe grab a drink, get comfortable, and let's dive into today's story from Reddit. I think my boyfriend is poisoning me, but I don't know what to do. I am 29 female, and my boyfriend is 30 male. For some background, I am a generally fit, active, and healthy who gets sick only maybe once a year and lasts at most 2 days before I'm back on my feet. I've been with my boyfriend for over a year now, and we haven't had any major fights at all. However, starting 5 months ago or so, my boyfriend has been sending me food that either he or his family has prepared, and also various supplements, which I take from time to time. And call me crazy, but I've noticed my health start to decline. I'm less able to work out, and I've gotten sick frequently. Note that I've been cooking and eating my own food all this time. I don't eat deliveries or whatnot, and have not fallen sick at all. Also note that he and his family can cook. This isn't one those amateurish cooking, food poisoning kind of thing. My boyfriend has access to both hospital supplies and agricultural supplies. His family has versatile professions. I've taken a stool test one time I got sick, but that came back normal, so I thought that I might just be overthinking it. I have absolutely no way of knowing for sure. Nonetheless, I've gotten sick again, and I ordered some delivery. The next day, I felt much better. However, my boyfriend brought over some more food the next day, which I ate, and lo and behold, it got a bit sicker the next day. As for the motive, I do not know at all. I'm not parasitic and shower them with gifts regularly to acknowledge and reciprocate their goodwill. I'm keeping them from finding out my suspicions, but yeah. Edit. No, I do not have food intolerance or food allergies. The food he brings are standard dishes I have eaten from other sources in the past. Update on this story. In the past, I asked what I could do with the relationship if I had a nagging sense that either my boyfriend or his family was poisoning me. The reason for this nagging sense was that I consistently experienced 2 episodes of food poisoning symptoms that progressed 100% exactly the same way. Chills, headaches, and becoming bedridden, all 3 to 4 days after consuming the food. Some Redditors said that maybe I needed to get help to see a psychologist or a psychiatrist or to get therapy, that it was all in my mind. I am well familiar with Reddit's, or the internet overall, misogyny, but I gave everything the benefit of the doubt. My personality just makes me this way. Some Redditors even commented that this must be fake or that I must be trolling. My post was then locked down and I couldn't reply anymore. More helpful Redditors told me to simply not eat the food prepared for me. Sure, except it does nothing for the relationship aspect. Update. After several months, my ex finally admitted to it. The way I found out was when I confronted my ex outright. Although he tried deflecting and gaslighting at the start, I firmly kept pressing and he finally admitted to it. It turns out that his mother had been lacing the food with some chemical compound from their farm. From the original post, his mother one day started packing food for me, and I started getting sick. At first, I thought it was COVID. However, when I went to see the doctor, he said outright that what I had was not COVID. Furthermore, tests concluded I in fact did not have COVID. Then I got sick again, and the progression of the sickness went exactly the same way. Exactly the same. The symptoms and the duration. By this time, I definitely felt something was up. After days of just throwing the food prepared for me and not getting sick ever again, when my ex came over, I finally confronted him. As usual, he tried to weasel his way out, but I put my foot down. He admitted that his mother did not like me, that she thought I was taking him away from her. The conversation went something like this. Me, what? Take you away from her? WTF, does that even mean? Him, I don't know. Me. But her conclusion is to poison me? My ex just turned and looked away and stopped making eye contact. I felt a nagging sense that something wasn't right and didn't make much sense. Me. So why did you say anything all this time? Him. I told her to stop. Me. And how do we know she stopped? At this point, he was shocked. His shock shocked me. Something was definitely wrong. Me. I stopped eating the food you guys have been preparing for me and just threw them out instead. I haven't had any problems since. He didn't say anything. Me. But why? Why all this? You knew. Actually, at this point, I just wanted everything to be done with. But I knew I had to keep pressing to get the answers I wanted to find closure. After a while, he finally admitted. He was the one who wanted it. He wanted a way out of the relationship. He had started casually conversing with another woman and said that he maybe wanted to be with her. His conclusion was to have his mom prepare food and lace them with chemicals from the farm. What the fuck was I hearing? Me? So why need to poison me? Why not just tell me? He thought that if I was sick long enough, he would find an excuse to say the relationship wasn't working. What the actual fuck? At this point, it went without saying that I was beyond just upset. This was a fucking crime being admitted to. He also said he never thought I would be that sick, but that I would just be lethargic and felt overwhelmed. He expected me to break up with him too. Well, that I did anyway, motherfucker. He pleaded with me to not call the cops on him or his mother. I said I'll think about it, and made him leave my place. The audacity of this fucker. I have since broken up with him and moved on with my life. Fuck that asshole. Wow. Hearing this story, I can never imagine how a lover can do this to their own girlfriend. Surely this guy will do this to someone else if Opie don't call the cops on him. Alright guys, let's move to the story number 2. Am I the asshole for telling my husband that he absolutely ruined the birth of our child? Hi everyone. Our daughter is now 8 weeks old. So obviously this whole argument has gone on a very, very long time. We both have been holding grudges and neither of us think that we are wrong. My husband does not know I'm posting this, so I'm going to keep it as anonymous as possible. So when I got pregnant with my daughter, my husband started in immediately telling me that I should have a home birth. I really did not know why he was so adamant on it, but he was. At first, I brushed him off and told him I would think about it because I was only 6 weeks pregnant and the birth seemed so far off. Of course, it came quickly, and my husband would literally speak over me at doctor's appointments when my doctor would ask if I had a birth plan. This caused a few arguments between us in those 39 weeks of pregnancy, but I never really changed my mind. Eventually, my husband's mother sat down and talked to me, and she told me all of the reasons why they did not want me to go to a hospital for the birth. I expressed my concerns about, safety of the baby and myself, but just like my husband, she brushed me off. I ended up telling my husband that I would take myself to the hospital when it was time and that I did not want a home birth. He acted as if he didn't hear me. We met with a doula who was also very pushy. I felt overwhelmed and not supported at all. I was 36 weeks at that point. So when I went into labor, I was 39 weeks and I absolutely begged my husband to take me to the hospital where my doctor is. He wouldn't. He spoke to me condescendingly and called the doula instead. I was in labor for about 3 days, active labor for around the last 22 hours. I cried the whole time. I just felt something was wrong. I was scared and oftentimes they left me alone. The doula told me that if active pushing and labor reached 24 hours, I had to go into the hospital. I remember thinking that I could not decide which was worse, staying in labor for another 2 hours or having my baby right there. When she was finally out, I don't even remember wanting to hold her. I just remember crying out of relief. Obviously, I am okay now, but I did not have a good experience. On my first appointment after birth with my doctor, she was very shocked I had the baby. She was concerned. I was so upset. I told my husband that he absolutely ruined it for me. I truly never want to go through that again. I hear mothers say that they forget all the pain the second they have the baby, but I didn't. I love my daughter so much. But it was horrible, and it was entirely his fault. So I told him that several times. He rolls his eyes every time and tells me how mothers are strong and how I am not trying to be strong. I told him that if we ever have another baby, which he wants, that I will never do a home birth ever again. His response is, "We'll see." I cannot possibly be the asshole here, can I? Everyone around me is acting like this is so normal, but it's not. Update 1. Yesterday, I posted this, thinking maybe about 10 people would see it, comfort me, and that I would feel better. Obviously, quite a bit more have seen this, and said a lot more than just comfort. Thank you all so much for the kind words, and I even want to say thank you to the ones who were not so kind because you still thought about a stranger enough to type words out to me, and that is very moving to me. So thank you. Also, this is 100% real, although I wish it weren't. I answered a lot of understandable questions people had about this. I know that people think I am in a cult or something, and while that is certainly not true, religion does play a big role in all of this. People kept asking our ages, and I did say in the comments, but I am 21 and my husband is 30. We have been married for 3 years. Anyway, all of this is to say that I really am okay, and I'm going to be okay. Also, I do not have a fear of my husband finding this post because I do not even think he knows what Reddit is. Yesterday, I was planning on leaving. I truly had no idea what to do or how to do it, but I did want to leave. I still do. I know that means my life will be hard, but I truly wanted the best for my daughter, and I still do. This afternoon, however, I found out I'm pregnant again. I'm not sure what I'm going to do now. I don't know how I was supposed to take care of one baby financially. I can't take care of two. So once again, I'm stuck. What will happen, or what I will do, or what my husband will do. But either way, I am so thankful for the people under my original post. Please do not worry too much about me. Update 2. Hello. I'm not sure if anyone remembers me or my post from about a year ago. I logged off there at the end because people were accusing me of making it up or being a fake account because someone commented something on the post. I can promise you it was never fake. I'm still here a year later. I really honestly just remembered this account, and I remember so many of the kind messages I got both on the post and on chats. I just wanted to say thank you. I'm away from my ex-husband. You guys helped me open my eyes to so much worse things he was doing than what I posted about. I have 2 daughters now, and I just can't imagine raising either of them with a man like him. And without you guys or the post, I would have done it. So thank you. I am now 22 years old, and I shiver to think about the fact that I probably would have spent the rest of my life with him. If you're a young mom like me, please trust me that you can do it. Truly from the bottom of my heart, thank you. This is a silly website, and it was a moment of desperation for me, but it changed my life. And if you're a woman sitting here reading this thinking there's no way you'll ever get away from your person, just remember that 1 year can change your life. Just read my post from a year ago and chose a better life for yourself and for your babies. They deserve it, and you deserve peace and happiness. Thank you again. All right, guys, let's move to the story number 3. My boyfriend of 7 years cheated on me, and I'm going to disappear from his life. Is there anything I'm missing? I, 27 female, just found out my boyfriend, 29 male, of 7 years cheated on me. My boyfriend went to our home state to see his family for the weekend. He's been going quite often this year, about once a month, saying it is because his grandparents are old and miss him. I thought nothing of it until this morning. I got a screenshot from a mutual friend of ours of my boyfriend's location on Snapchat. He was at his parents' house, but a girl's Bitmoji was there as well. It wasn't his sister or mom, and his parents, who weirdly also have Snapchat, weren't home either. He didn't tell me he was going to be with anyone else today. I tried to call him, but he did not pick up. I looked on Snapchat, and his location was turned off. The mutual friend says my boyfriend has told everyone at home we had broken up 4 months ago. He said my boyfriend was making him stay quiet about it because he was trying to find a right time to tell me. As far as his parents know, he's moving home once our lease is up. The reason our mutual friend told me was because he walked in on my boyfriend and the girl hooking up with each other this morning. I texted an old friend who lives in my hometown, and she immediately asked why my boyfriend was on Tinder. We caught up, and she sent me proof his photos on Tinder and his bio. It hurt to see that photos I took of him were used. He had even covered my face in a photo we took together and said, "This could be you." I had no idea his family thought we were broken up and that he was looking for other people to date. We even went to Italy a month ago, celebrating our 7-year anniversary. I'm so confused and I don't know what to do. I look around and everything in our apartment seems like a lie. The soon-to-be ex texted me just now and he is on his flight back. He'll be back in about 5 hours. Obviously, he can find his own way to the apartment from the airport. I'm shocked and numb, but my best friend is with me helping me pack up all my clothes. I'm leaving, and I'm not leaving a trace of myself behind. Our dog is coming with me, and I'll be staying at my best friend's place for now. My soon-to-be ex and I already have separate bank accounts, and our joint bank account does not have much in it right now. I make more than he does, so he can keep it. I can't go to the leasing office because it's closed on Sundays, but I sent an email asking for early termination on the lease. We're registered as domestic partners, so I've completed the termination form and will drive it up to the LA County office tomorrow. He is on my health insurance, and I've sent the email to HR to kick him off ASAP. We have several large photo albums together, and I'm not sure what to do with those. Keeping them would be too difficult, but I don't want him to have the satisfaction of having our photos. It's clear he uses our memories in a horrible way. Is there anything I'm missing? I can't seem to think of anything, and all my thoughts seem so jumbled. Nothing makes sense, but I know I can't stay. Any help to ghost a person this close to my heart would be appreciated. Update on the story. Thank you everyone for all the solid advice. I'm compiling everything I did in this first section, so if others need a way to cut contact with a person, they can reference this. As mentioned in the comments, I logged myself out of our Apple TV and Xbox. I canceled the Wi-Fi that I paid for and returned the modem to the carrier. I took my payment information for utilities off our account. I packed up all my sauces, spices, and cooking oils and took note to only leave dried rosemary behind. He hates that shit. I printed out and framed the screenshot of his Tinder profile and left it on the kitchen table. I closed a piece of dog poop into the frame as well. I'll keep the photo albums. You can have this. I took a video of the entire apartment after packing up all my things. I left my keys in the mailbox to the leasing office and emailed the leasing office of my departure with the videos of what the apartment looked like prior to locking up. I updated my address for the USPS, vet, hospital, school, work, and my dog's ship. I talked to HR and am in the process of getting him off of my health insurance, changing the benefactor of my life insurance to my parents. If only I can name my dog an emergency contact. I'm going to the bank to take myself off the joint bank account. Fortunately, I'm not worried about my credit as all of our finances have stayed separate, but I'm grateful to those who told me to freeze my credit. I logged out of all devices for all streaming services, social media, and my work, personal, and school email. I blocked him on all social media, chat rooms, and his phone number. I made a doctor's appointment to get STD tested. I'm on my way to an appointment with the county office to terminate our domestic partnership. It's been an incredibly busy 18 hours, but I've had a lot of help from my friends. I haven't been able to sleep either. As far as what happened since he arrived, here's what's up. I already blocked him before he landed. I received many texts and calls from his parents and sister that I did not see. Then, when I noticed his sister calling, I picked up. At first, the call was hostile. She accused me of being some crazy ex-girlfriend that couldn't let her brother go. Funny, since I just packed up and left. She brought up that it had been for months and that I needed to move on. I told her that the ex never approached me about breaking up and that 1 month ago, we celebrated our 7th anniversary and started to plan our wedding. I had no indication he even wanted to break up. We reset a bit, and she allowed me to tell her my side of the story. I told her he was somewhat distant this year, but he had blamed it on their grandparents being old and wanted to spend more time with them before they died. Turns out, their grandparents have been dead for 2 years. I never met them because my ex claimed they were super racist since the grandpa was a Vietnam War vet. I'm Southeast Asian. Turns out, you can't be racist when you're dead. We ended the call on a positive note, with his sister saying that it was a lot to take in. She said she felt bad as the girl he was cheating on me with was one of her friends. She had introduced them to each other sometime last year when my ex was apparently unhappy with our relationship. They hit it off, and he was supposed to break it off with me. I guess he never had the balls to do so. She was also confused as to why he was on Tinder, as he was in a relationship with her friend. I sent her all the Tinder receipts after hanging up. Later in the night, I received an email from the ex. To sum it up, yes, he asked me to come to the apartment to talk it out. No, he did not apologize for anything. He ended the email with "I love you." As far as I know, he doesn't know where I am. I also don't believe he knows where my friend lives, as she just moved and he hasn't been here yet. He also doesn't seem like that type of person, but I guess I didn't really know him after all. We'll keep locks ready and bats near the door. It's been so helpful just writing out everything that's happened so far, but all of your advice, support, and guidance in this situation has made me feel empowered me to leave. At times, I just wanted to stop packing and hope that when he came home, everything would go back to normal and the text would just be a distant memory. Your words of encouragement have really helped me follow through and leave. Nothing good would have come from staying. Thank you all again. Edit. Sorry, I was unclear about the timeline. The parents and sister called me about 2 hours after he landed. I assume it was because he got home, realized the person paying half his rent will no longer be doing so, and reached out to his family. The dog poop may have contributed to the heightened emotions. Alright guys, that's all the stories I have for you today. If you enjoyed the video, please consider subscribing so that you won't miss out on any of my uploads. Have a great day.